champ, and I need to start putting together our Survivor Series team. I want to see how one superstar in particular stacks up against the champ. So I made a match between you this week.
Welcome to Smackdown, where Survivor Series is less than 3 weeks away. This is Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw Layfield at ringside, and the champion is in action tonight.
And this might be a non-title match, but the champ better wear his working boots.
You can say that again. His opponent is in consideration for SmackDown Survivor Series team.
And there's no better way to evaluate a superstar than to put him in there against the champ. Who in the hell let these riffraffs in?
He even brought the ECW champ. This might turn ugly fast.
No. We're just here to offer a little challenge. Since ECW is the most dominant brand of sports ever,
it's Mr. McMahon and the WWE champ.
Let me remind you that you are standing in my ring. That makes this ground zero, mister. But you know, your boldness has sparked in me a wonderful idea for Survivor Series. Now the main event will be a triple threat match between the WWE, World Heavyweight, and ECW champions.
Hey, champ, I bet you're not too happy that the chairman of World Wrestling Entertainment is backing your opponent at Survivor Series. Just wanted to let you know that not every member of the McMahon family feels that way. Listen, I'm going to inherit this company from my old man someday, right? So why should I wait for him to decide to retire? If he beat my father's favorite at Survivor Series, then maybe the great Vince McMahon will lose some of his appetite for the business. Listen, I've lined up someone who might be able to help you. He'll be giving you a call.
Survivor Series is just over 1 week away. Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and what a main event we have for you tonight. SmackDown versus Raw, and a champion versus champion match.
And I'm glad the titles aren't on the line, because I'm not sure our champ has what it takes.
Well, there's some team spirit for you. I think the champ's going to do just fine.
Man, I hope so. This could get embarrassing in a hurry if he doesn't.
I don't think he was too happy with the reception he got here on SmackDown.
If he was thinking he was going to get anything else, he's delusional.
I'm sure he's not used to that sort of treatment on Raw.
Yeah, well, I got news for him. This isn't Raw, and I couldn't be happier about that.
And I think tonight only fueled his desire to emerge victorious at Survivor Series.
I just hope our champion feels the same way. SmackDown's got to come out on top at Survivor Series. We've got to.
It looks like you're going to need all the help you can get at Survivor Series. I talked to our mutual friend, and I'm willing to have the ECW champion work with you. The only catch is you have to give him a championship match this week.
Survivor Series is just 2 days away. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and can you imagine the pressure our champion must be under?
Part of being the champ is dealing with the pressure, Michael, but I don't envy him one bit.
A loss here tonight would rob him of momentum heading into Survivor Series.
But if he puts too much into tonight's match, he might not have enough left in the tank Sunday. Talk about your rock and hard place.
The ECW champion is perfectly at home in this Extreme Rules match, where anything goes and everything is legal.
And to make matters worse, SmackDown's championship is on the line. We could lose it before we even get to Survivor Series.
The champion agreed to his Extreme Rules championship match in order to forge an alliance with the ECW champion at Survivor Series.
Yeah, but the ECW championship isn't on the line, and if our guy loses, he can kiss his title and his Survivor Series spot goodbye. Bobby Lashley's a legitimate tough guy, no doubt about it, but raw power on.
This capacity crowd is on its feet. It knows what's coming.
Batista bomb. That will break every bone in your body. Here's the pin. This could be it.
2, 3.
And there you have it. The champ has successfully retained his title.
That match was probably the most nerve-wracking moment of my life, Michael.
He took a huge risk. He could have lost his chance to represent SmackDown in the Survivor Series main event.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that he could have lost our championship to ECW.
Fortunately, neither one of those outcomes came to pass.
And that's a good thing, because I think he would have caught hell from the locker room.
And now Smackdown has ECW as an ally in the main event of Survivor Series.
Yeah, if ECW can be trusted, which, for the record, I highly doubt.
Psst, yo, over here. Congratulations on your match tonight. I'm not too thrilled with the outcome, of course, but it was great television. And that more than makes up for it. You lived up to your part of the bargain, and I'll do the same at Survivor Series. The main event might be set up as a triple threat match, but I personally guarantee that ECW's champion will be working as your partner, not your opponent.
Smackdown, Raw, and ECW welcome you to Survivor Series.
And our champ's got his work cut out for him tonight.
A triple threat match between all three of WWE's champions. The titles are all on the line.
I hope our champion knows what he's getting into tonight.
It's the biggest main event in WWE history, and it's live on pay-per-view. The best that Raw has to offer, and he gave our champion a run for his money a couple of weeks ago.
And I'm sure he studied the tapes of that match over and over. I hope our champion did the same thing.
The ECW champion is one of the most powerful, most dangerous superstars ever to set foot in a WWE ring.
And I might not have any respect for ECW, but you gotta respect this man's power and ability.
This is the biggest match of the champion's career. All three championships are on the line. Whoever loses the match loses his title to the superstar who beat him.
And it's not enough for him to just not lose the championship tonight. The Smackdown fans want him to take someone's title home with him. But it's not like he's the biggest or the baddest guy to set foot in a WWE ring.
Well, you got to be pretty big and this capacity crowd is on its feet. It knows what's coming.
Batista bomb! That will break every bone in your body.
There's the pin. Can his opponent kick out? 3. He did it. He did it. Smackdown reigns supreme here at Survivor Series.
He put Raw in his place, that's for sure, and he's walking out with their championship.
And perhaps more importantly, he managed to retain his own championship at the same time.
You would have to go to Fort Knox to see that much gold in one place, Michael.
What an historic night for Smackdown and our fans.
We always knew we were the best, and there's the proof right there.
An absolutely amazing performance by the most dominant superstar in sports entertainment today.
Sorry, Raw. Sorry, ECW. Better luck next year, losers.
Nice work, champ. Man, that went perfectly. I knew you were the right guy for the job. I'm keeping you in mind for similar situations in the future. Stick with me, and I'll make it worth your while.
I know you worked with my brother Shane last month, and I hope you'll do the same for me this month. My dad still hasn't learned his lesson, and if he's throwing his weight behind ECW, then that's your next target.
Survivor Series is come and gone, and we're less than a month away from Armageddon. This is Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and we've got a #1 contender match for you tonight.
That's right. Tonight, the future champion goes one-on-one with the current champion.
You might be counting chickens before they hatch, John. The champ's no pushover.
Yeah, well, neither's his opponent. This is gonna be a heck of a fight.
And there you have it. We've got our #1 contender for Armageddon.
And if I were the champ, I'd be shaking in my boots. Of course, if I were the champ, I also would have won.
He's defeated the champion once. Will he be able to do it again in just a few short weeks?
Smart money says yes, Michael. He completely outclassed the champion right there.
Well, I think the match was a little more competitive than you seem to.
That's because you never competed. Trust me, from an in-ring perspective, he just ate the champ's lunch.
I've got a special announcement for WWE fans worldwide. Now, you know I'm not one to toot my own horn, but thanks to the effusive praise of ECW's representative, I've decided to give myself and WWE fans an early Christmas present this year. and induct myself into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Damn. I never thought I'd see ECW join Vince McMahon's special club on live TV.
Say the word, Mr. McMahon, and this chump is no more.
Man, I think you put your head way too far up a certain butt. Go ahead, send your boys. I need the warm-up.
Wow, you really stole my dad's thunder. I'm impressed. But watch out. You've gotten on the wrong side of two of the most powerful figures in sports entertainment, and they're not going to let that slide.
I don't care what's going on between you and Mr. McMahon. You disrespected ECW, and you're going to pay for that. This week, I'm coming to your house, and I'm going to teach you the meaning of extreme.
Only 2 weeks remain until Armageddon. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and did you see how the champion disrespected Mr. McMahon and ECW?
I've got no problem with him talking trash to ECW, Michael, but insulting the chairman is career suicide.
And ECW has vowed revenge on the champ here tonight.
If I were the champ, I'd be more worried about what Mr. McMahon's got in store for me.
I don't think he feels like he got the respect he thinks he deserves.
What? Was he expecting that the Smackdown fans were going to show him any respect?
That's pretty unlikely considering he's an ECW superstar.
Not to mention a snot-nosed little punk.
And I have a bad feeling that this is not the last we've seen of ECW.
Probably not, especially if Mr. McMahon gets his way, and he always does.
All right, this is your chance to embarrass my dad by beating an extremist on their own pay-per-view. Shane and I are counting on you. Good luck. Wow, that was not what I expected. I hope you're all right. I'm almost sorry I got you into this, but trust me, when it's all said and done and my dad learns some humility, it will all have been worth it.
All right, player. After the way last week went, I'm giving you this week off. I don't want to see you anywhere near the locker room this Friday. Mr. McMahon's holding his Hall of Fame ceremony, and I don't want you anywhere near it.
I just heard that your GM banned you from the arena this week. Too bad for him that he can't throw out a paying customer. I've left you a ringside seat ticket at the box office. I'm sure you'll put it to good use.
That's right, player. I'm done. I can't be sticking my neck out for you anymore. You brought the wrath of God down on you, or the next best thing. Anyway, I can't let Smackdown suffer for the decisions you're making.
Armageddon is this Sunday. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and tonight Mr. McMahon inducts himself into the WWE Hall of Fame.
It's a great night for a great man, and it's long overdue if you ask me.
Not everyone's as happy about it as you are, John, our champion for one.
If that idiot knows what's good for him, he won't even show up at the arena tonight.
I cannot begin to tell you how humbled I am to accept this great honor, which I deserve more than anyone else in sports entertainment history.
How much more of this is there?
Quiet. I don't want to miss a word of this. What the hell's he think he's doing?
I don't believe it. He's lost his mind.
You'll pay for this. My God, you'll pay for this. Send them out.
I can't believe what we just saw. The champion completely ruined Mr. McMahon's Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Yeah, and these two extremists are going to make him pay. Real smart move right before Armageddon. I'm disappointed.
Hey.
But I'll talk about getting stuck with you as a broadcast partner some other time.
9. 10.
These fans have got something.
I think they got more of a fight than they were expecting.
Yeah, but they gave at least as good as they got.
A physical encounter like that is not what the champ needed right before his Armageddon title defense.
Yeah, but what did he expect? That Mr. McMahon was just going to sit there and let him ruin his ceremony?
No, I think he was prepared for a fight, but I do question his judgment.
And Mr. McMahon's going to do whatever it takes to make sure he doesn't leave Armageddon with the championship.
watching the footage of you destroying the Hall of Fame ceremony. The look on his face is priceless. Now all you need is a win this Sunday to prove that there's nothing he can do to stop you.
This is Armageddon, the final pay-per-view of the calendar year.
And if the challenger has his way, it's going to be Armageddon for the champ.
The champ has taken on all comers and survived to tell the tale.
Yeah, but he made an enemy of Mr. McMahon in the process.
Can the champ cross the boss and survive? We'll find out tonight. He's been named the #1 contender, and this might well be the biggest opportunity of his career.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. The champ cannot afford to underestimate this man, not if he wants to leave with the title.
He's made an enemy of Mr. McMahon. He's been targeted by ECW, and his championship is on the line here tonight.
Not a very Merry Christmas if you ask me. Armageddon just might be the end of his world.
Superstars.
When I first heard about this match, I wasn't sure.
Looks like he's taking his opponent for a ride.
What a huge Batista bomb. That's not a ride you want to take twice.
He's going for the pin.
1, 2, 3.
The champion is retained. The champion is retained.
I've got to give it up to him. That was no easy feat.
With everything he's had to deal with lately, I'm honestly shocked that he prevailed here tonight.
It really could have gone either way, but he pulled it off, and that's all that matters.
If overcoming adversity is the mark of a true champion, then that's exactly what we have before us.
I'm not his biggest fan, but I'll give him credit for coming through when he needed to.
Maybe this victory will finally convince Mr. McMahon to let things go.
Don't bet on it, Michael. Mr. McMahon isn't the kind of guy to give up that easy.
Congratulations! Excellent work. Not only did you win, you beat ECW, and you showed that even the almighty Vince McMahon isn't all-powerful. I'm very, very impressed.
We might have a problem. There's a couple of superstars who are sniffing around a little too much for my comfort. I'm pulling some strings and putting you in a tag team match against them. Send them a message to back off.
Tonight, Smackdown begins the journey to the Royal Rumble. I'm Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw, Layfield at ringside, and we're less than a month away from one of the biggest pay-per-views of the year.
That's right, and the road to WrestleMania begins at the Royal Rumble.
It's a co-presentation of SmackDown and Raw, so the stakes are high.
It's the perfect opportunity for SmackDown to once again demonstrate our superiority over Raw.
Tempers are flaring here tonight after that one.
You can't imagine the kind of pressure these guys are under, Michael.
Maybe not, but I think that keeping your cool would be a major part of making it to the Royal Rumble.
This isn't a chess match. This is a very emotional situation.
And there's no doubt that these superstars are wearing their emotions on their sleeves.
It's hard not to respect that kind of passion.
Believe what I had to go through to team you up with an A-list superstar. Someone you can learn a thing or two from, by the way. And you screwed it up. Nice job.
There's another couple of superstars on Raw who are sticking their noses in where they don't belong. I've arranged for you to go to Raw as a cross-brand promotion for the Royal Rumble and team up with someone who will help you take care of them. Excellent performance. That was just what we needed. With a superstar like you on our side, we'll be running this company in no time.
I can't believe you'd be so stupid as to actually plot against Mr. McMahon. What the hell are you thinking? You're on your own from now on, player. I can't put SmackDown at risk by standing up for you anymore.
Life's about to get a lot worse for you, chap. Not only will you face one of SmackDown's greatest superstars, he's also being managed by one of Raw's top talents. This is what you get when you mess with Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
We're just over 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and all of SmackDown has been rocked by the revelation that our champion has been plotting against Mr. McMahon.
I can't believe that idiot was stupid enough to try and sabotage the WWE chairman like that.
And to make matters worse, he apparently recruited Mr. McMahon's own children for the conspiracy.
I don't know what's going to happen, but I promise you, hell hath no fury like Mr. McMahon.
The champion has overcome the odds and won the match, and his opponent does not look happy about it.
Are you surprised? He just lost a match, and I'm sure Mr. McMahon's not going to be too happy with him.
And we've seen in recent weeks what happens to superstars who get on Mr. McMahon's bad side.
Yeah, and it's pretty much the end of their careers, if they're lucky.
But it seems as if the champion has survived Mr. McMahon's wrath here tonight.
For the moment, Michael, but only for the moment. This is going to get a lot worse before it gets better.
Mr. McMahon wants to send a Raw superstar over here this week to teach you a lesson. He's all fired up about it. And the last thing I'm going to do is tell Mr. McMahon no? Good luck, player. You gonna need it.
Well, looks like we got ourselves a little no disqualification match this week. And just so I don't get lonely out there, I think I'm going to bring a pal of mine from Smackdown to keep me company at ringside. See you out there, champ.
The Royal Rumble is just over 1 week away. This is Michael Cole here with JBL at ringside, and tonight our disgraced champion is in another non-disqualification match.
That's right, against the so-called King of Raw. And his opponent from last week will be at ringside.
Mr. McMahon has gone to great lengths to stack the deck against the champion.
He hasn't even gotten started yet. Mr. McMahon's going to take his time and enjoy this.
Oh boy, I don't think we're done here yet.
Of course we're not done. He's committed treason against Mr. McMahon. That's a hanging offense.
Oh my! The champion is certainly getting hung out to dry here tonight.
Are you surprised? He might be a champion, but those two are practically royalty in this business.
And there he goes.
That's what you call taking a beating, Michael Cole. It's good to be the Kings.
How'd you like what happened after your match last week, champ? You'd better get used to that kind of treatment because you've got a lot more coming your way for what you've done to me and my family.
Welcome to Smackdown, where we're just 2 days away from the Royal Rumble. Michael Cole and JBL at ringside, and John, it seems as if everyone's getting on Mr. McMahon's bad side lately.
As fired up as the chairman is these days, that's not hard to do.
And that has led to a cross-brand, no disqualification handicap match tonight.
Not to mention a triple threat championship match this Sunday. This is getting ugly.
I don't believe it. Talk about overcoming the odds.
As much as I can't stand this guy, I have to admit, that was one of the most incredible victories I've ever seen.
But the question remains, does he have enough left to retain his championship at the Royal Rumble?
Highly unlikely. He'll be facing the same opponents, and he's carrying a lot of damage in with him.
Mr. McMahon might not have liked the outcome of this match, but Sunday could be a different story.
I can just about guarantee it, and it's not going to have a happy ending for the champ.
Your days as champion are numbered. After the Sunday's Royal Rumble, that championship is going to be around the waist of someone who deserves to hold it. Because that's what I want. And what I want, I get.
I don't know whether to wish you luck this Sunday or not. It doesn't matter if you're guilty or innocent. Having you as champion makes things difficult for everyone on Smackdown. And it sure ain't made my life easier, player.
This is it, the Royal Rumble.
Get ready to crown a new champion tonight.
I just hope that Raw doesn't walk out of here with the title.
That won't happen. Have a little faith in SmackDown, will you?
3 of WWE's greatest superstars square off for the championship tonight, live on pay-per-view. The champion has gotten the better of him in their recent series of matches, but will tonight be his night?
I think it will. The championship is on the line, and he's going to pull out all of the stops tonight.
He suffered defeat at the hands of the champion recently, and he's not a superstar who handles losing well.
And with our most prestigious championship on the line, this is as perfect an opportunity for payback as he's going to get.
I can't imagine being in a worse position than this man after weeks of enduring overwhelming odds. Two titans of sports entertainment are coming for his championship.
And even if he survives tonight, he's still on Mr. McMahon's hit list.
Raised. You can literally feel the This capacity crowd is on its feet. It knows what's coming.
Batista bomb. That will break every bone in your body. His opponent might not have enough left to kick out.
3.
He did it against all odds. He somehow managed to retain the title.
I hate giving this guy the least little bit of credit, but that was as impressive a victory as I have ever seen.
The uncrowned King of Smackdown remains uncrowned.
I'd rather have seen Raw take that loss, but at least the championship stays here on Smackdown.
I can't imagine Mr. McMahon will be too happy about his victory, though.
For once in my life, I'm glad to be sitting next to you and not next to the chairman right now.
The champion still has Mr. McMahon to deal with, but for tonight at least, he remains a true king of sports entertainment.
Enjoy it while it lasts, fella.